So our presentation is going to be on the resources that the MLK library provides. And my group is me, Yvette, Cristian, Joshua, and Dawinder. And then next slide, please. And then this is just a brief table of contents. We're going to talk about the hours and location, a little bit about the map, their mission statement, some of their main services, the virtual events that are coming up, and extra services that students can receive, and then how it relates to our class, and as well as other links that people can use. Next slide. So the hours and location for the MLK library is Tuesday to Saturday. They're open from 2 to 6, and they're closed Mondays and Saturdays. This is the new hours based because of COVID. Before COVID, they were open 24 hours. It was Sunday to Thursday, and after I believe 10 p.m. It was only accessible to students, and then they were open Friday and Saturday as well. The library is located at 150 East San Fernando Street, and it's in San Jose. It's also north of the SJSU campus, and it's near the West Parking Garage, which is accessible to students who commute or anybody who parks at the campus. And the next slide. So this is just a map of the ground floor and the second floor. I'm just going to be going over briefly what each floor provides. They all have different services. So on the ground floor, the entrance to San Fernando Street is right there. And they also have a on-site cafe, so people can like get snacks and coffee. And then they also have a service desk, and each floor has a restroom, and floors 1 through 4 have an escalator, and every floor has an elevator, which is accessible to students that may use wheelchairs, crutches, or just have a disability. The second floor has, also that both the floors have a copier and a printer. And the second floor is where we start to have study rooms, which students can reserve with their student ID. And there's also public PCs on the second floor. And then can you go to the next slide? And then this is the third and fourth floor. So the third floor also has a service desk as well as the fourth. The third floor has a study room and the fourth floor does not. The third floor has public PCs, a printer, and a scanner. The fourth floor doesn't really have as many services on that floor. Thank you for the next one. The fifth floor has a service desk and public PCs as well. And this floor does not have study rooms either. They have the African, Asian American, Chicano, and Native American Study Center on this floor. And they have the music research collection as well. The sixth floor is probably the one that a lot of students will start to use just because it's considered the quiet floor. So noise is kept to like a minimum. Very minimum conversation is allowed. You can't use your cell phone to make phone calls. You can't eat food on that floor, and you can only have covered drinks. And they don't have public PCs on this floor, but they do have study rooms as well. And then for the 7th and 8th floor, the 7th floor is the quietest floor. It is the silent floor, so you cannot have any conversations whatsoever, no cell phone use, no food. It's for people who have to do like hardcore studying. And again, there are study rooms, and there's no PCs that are public for other people, mostly students. You'll mostly see students on this floor rather than people from the public. And then for the 8th floor, it's the same thing as the 6th floor. It's the quiet floor. So there is minimum conversation allowed, but again, keep noise to a minimum, no cell phone use, and no food. And they do not have public PCs here either, and they do have a study room as well. And then the mission statement we got straight from the website. So it says, San Jose State University King Library brings people, ideas, and information together through its spaces, resources, and expertise to facilitate community building, innovation, and knowledge creation. And this is going to be further explained and go more in depth as we go through the presentation, as we see their services.
Cool. So let's take a look at all the great things the MLK Library has to offer. So in this day and age, especially with COVID, education has obviously become entirely virtual, and the MLK Library is here to help. They offer technology rentals, so renting out laptops, webcams, iPads, and more. Their technology lockers are available 6 days a week, Tuesday through Friday from 9 to 6, and Saturday and Sunday from 1 to 5. Unfortunately, they're closed on Mondays. So because of this high demand, you want to make sure to schedule a pickup and receive your barcode anywhere from 4 to 10 days in advance. Now, while they're currently not renting out physical books at the library, their website offers completely free ebooks for a number of classes and professors. On the site, you can click a drop-down menu and find books you're looking for. And if you can't find what you need on there, there's a separate website and a program called the Affordable Learning Solutions Program that can assist you in finding all the materials you need at a low cost. Now, if you're ever interested in any of the resources we'll go over, make sure to go later in the presentation. There's a link section and you can find all the resources there. And here you can see all the resources and equipment that they offer. There's VR equipment, audio equipment, cables and adapters, laptops, video equipment, anything you need to successfully pass your classes. Now, not only does the MLK offer tech and ebooks, they also offer tutoring too. So late night tutoring is available from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. and is available for classes within the bio, chem, math, and physics sections. Now, individual and group tutoring is also available, currently via Zoom. So if you're ever in need of assistance from a librarian, they are available for live chatting throughout the week with their hours listed right here. And if you ever need help finding a certain book, help finding a specific source for a report, or in need of a topic for a paper, feel free to easily contact them via chat and they'll be happy to help you. And here is an example of what the chat window looks like. So you simply need to go to that link provided further in the presentation. And on Thursday, they're available 9 to 7. You simply click the chat now and you can talk to one of the librarians. So furthermore, the MLK Library offers a number of resources to assist students with research and their classwork. So databases are available through the MLK Library website with a total of 459 databases to choose from. So with access to millions of journals, articles, studies, periodicals, science studies, there's a drop-down menu and search bars to help you find exactly what you're looking for. Not only that, but the library also does a great job or has a great webpage devoted to research assistance. So whether it be choosing a topic, research assistance, or even login issues, the MLK Library has tutorials and answers to all of these questions. Now, lastly, the library offers access to a number of great computer software programs such as Microsoft Office and Adobe Creative Cloud with over $1,000 of value nested between the two. Now, students can download the software and log in with their SJSU credentials to have access to full editions of the programs and use these programs to excel in their classes. Now, while some of the main services offered by the MLK Library, with these services, they also offer much more, such as events, which are currently being held virtually.
So here we have all of the virtual events that are being planned by the library so far. The first student-to-student event is a presentation that will talk about waste generation and how circular economy works. It will discuss various strategies to make the move towards circular economy and companies that have already done it. It will also include an introduction to artificial intelligence and its contribution to drive the circular economy. This will take place on March 15th and will be presented by Megha Chaudhry. The second student presentation is an introduction to coding using Python, presented by Aswin Prasad. It will also provide resources for anyone to grow their knowledge about using Python and what it can be used for. And this is going to take place on March 23rd. The University of Scholars series will be a presentation on mechatronics, which is a branch of engineering that combines both electronics and mechanics. This presentation will be presented by Professor Hugh, who is a member of the Mechanical Engineering Department at SJSU, and his research has focused on the integration of STEM education and sustainable mechatronics, which he believes is vital to maintain leadership in local and global economies. That presentation will take place on the March 24th. The third student-to-student presentation is on edge computing, being presented by Rahul Khatkar. In the presentation, he's going to do an introduction to edge computing and what it is, and he will also do a live build demonstration where he creates a light switch that responds to voice commands. His presentation will take place on March 29th. The Play, Clay, and Chardonnay presentation will be given by Virginia Sanfratillo, the chair in the Department of Design at SJSU. Her research is on the use of architecture as the basis for creative production. Her work folds together indigenous and traditional craft, material practice, contemporary design technologies, and storytelling as a way to explain the complexity of society. And her presentation is going to be on April 21st. Another University Scholar Series presentation will take place on May 19th, presented by Professor Kovel. Professor Kovel is a faculty member in the School of Management for the Lucas College of Graduate School in Business and Executive Director of GLAC, Silicon Valley Innovation Leadership Center. Her presentation will be on the effect of digitization of money on the population and if it causes more or less inclusion for the total population in the US, especially like poor communities. All these events and some others can be found on the library's website under the events tab on the left side of the page.
So to summarize some of the resources that SJSU students can receive, there are free ebook rentals, which students can access through the SJSU OneCert site. Free technology rentals, as we mentioned before, including laptops and other types of technology, video and audio technology, live assistance from librarians online, access to databases, research assistance, and also access to Microsoft Office and Adobe Creative Cloud, such as Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop. As mentioned before, thousands of dollars worth of technology and resources for free. And yeah, we can go to the next slide. And in relation to KIN's to stress management, we're basing it off of chapter 4, which is based on stress in the college student. And a few of the things that these resources touch base on, like the free and accessible resources like the ebook search engines and catalogs can very much ease the overwhelming feeling students may have at the beginning of a semester when they're required to order textbooks. And the free events kind of give students a sense of ease when they're dealing with course overload. They're able to learn certain skills where they don't have to worry about receiving a grade for it. They can also, a lot of these resources allow some ease on their finances, getting a lot of things for free that will cost a lot of money. And in the virtual events, they can build friendships and acquire new skills. And the MLK library also allows students really good and free access on the course materials and tutoring, and then again allow financial help with free supplies and financial assistance. And then also, as mentioned before, they can meet new people and develop certain connections and get a chance to network through these virtual events. And then on the next slide, here are a few useful links connected to the SJSU MLK library. So you have the main page, a link for COVID questions, ebook access, upcoming virtual events, the database access link, and then a few others, including the technology rentals. And then here's our list of references as well. Thank you.